and the Dallas Cowboys. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right on the 30-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And with that penalty, the offense in a tough spot here, 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
Guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's third and long. Prescott from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Out to the left here to Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, it's Bowers. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 40. At the 44-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Throwing here to start the drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Tenth carry now for Elliott, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On play action, Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Green, 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here come the Redskins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first half update now from Philadelphia, and the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Prescott on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mullins. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
There we go. Kill. There we go. 1, 8. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. He's crazy. 23.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 4th down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. Out left to Shaheen. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whipping on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They're going to look to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll set up a throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Back to throw here.
What a game this...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A handoff left, Elliott. Spinning past him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Elliott a first down and more. And they do finally get him at the 12. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're